Good evening, welcome to the shed. So just a short video, this one, I keep saying that. It's a tutorial, not so much of a tutorial as me learning how to do something and you watching. So you may have seen in my other video, which is also out today, I've done a rebuild on this plane that I bought on Hitchin Market. You can guess how much I paid down below if you like, and I'll give you a shout out, top prize. Okay, so I haven't sharpened the blade, so I've done lots of research, as you do on YouTube, and I found the best method for doing it. So we're going to give it a go. I bought a widget as well. This is a Draper honing guide, and this basically allows you to keep the correct angle when you're sharpening your blade. Okay, so let's strip this down, get set up, and we'll see if we can do it. Never done it before, not properly anyway, so first time for everything. Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's have a little look at the science behind correct blade sharpening, or this particular method of blade sharpening. So on your blade, so that's your blade. Oh, that's not a very good blade, is it? That's the blade. You've got an angle here of 30 degrees. So what you do is you grind away there until you've got a nice sharp edge, and that gives you your blade. However, that means that every time you sharpen your blade, you are grinding this whole face here. So there's a better way of doing it. And what you do is you grind to 28 degrees or whatever here. And then on the final part, say 1 to 2 millimeters here, you do your 30 degrees. That means that when you resharpen, you only ever have to resharpen this bit until you start working all the way back there, and then you have to start again. Now, considering I don't use the plane that often, that's going to work well for me. It means I can very quickly sharpen the blade, because you're only sharpening the very end of it. So that's the theory. Let's see if we can do it. Had to get a protractor online. Right, so I've set this up for 28 degrees. I've got my ceramic flat surface, and I'm going to get some 400 grit paper and using a bit of spray adhesive. Stick that onto my flat surface. Needs to be flat, obviously. Apart from that, we're all good. Okay, so I'm not going to put any lubricant on there yet. I'm just going to starting to build up a bit of an edge there. Looking good. Just got to go and put the potatoes in the oven. Okay, that's my tea sorted. I'm applying quite a bit of pressure now, just to try and grind some of that away. I suppose I could start with a coarser paper. The 400 is quite coarse for sharpening purposes anyway. Yeah, thanks to everyone who pointed out in the comments below that it should be 40 degrees, not 30. So I'm now doing it at 38. Nobody did comment. I just realised that the angle was wrong. Okay, so let's go again. Should be a bit easier now. Blade is getting straighter now, nearly there. We have an even grind across the front there. There is a slight nick on the end here, which I'm not going to try and correct at this stage. I can also feel a bit of a burr on there. Not really sure what to do about that, but I'm guessing I should take that off, like so. Okay, so we've got a straight blade. That's pretty sharp now. That is the sharpest I've ever got anything, and I try lots of sharpening. Okay, so we're now going to go to some 800 and change our angle to the full 40. I've set my angle to 40. We should now be able to get a very, very quick edge on there on this 800 paper. It shouldn't take long at all. And then when we get to the finer paper, I'll start drawing like that. In fact, perhaps I should start doing that now. That will give me that scary sharp, as they say. Yeah, that's pretty close now. I am missing a tiny weeny edge, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. Okay. Let's take that burr off. Okay. So that's the 800, that's already very sharp. Put that to one side, I can reuse that bit. And then finally, 2500. Again, shouldn't have to do this for very long. Ideally I should have a separate ceramic tile for each one. It's getting dark outside, nights are drawing in. Okay, so this is the 2500 grit. This will be our finishing touch. Right, there's no burr on there. Amazing, I've just got a burr already. You can feel that Isn't that weird? Okay, so I did that 15 times, I think. Just take that burr off. In fact, let's take this out of there now. I think you'll agree that looks pretty good. What is it about men and sharp blades, eh? Sharpening things. Unfortunately, the blade itself is a bit damaged there because it's been sort of rounded over. Okay, so I've got one last treat for you. This is a strop. And that should take any burr off it, but I think I've already done that anyway. I have got some paste somewhere for that. What do you reckon? There you go. The paper test. Everyone loves the paper test. There you go. That is pretty sharp. I don't think we'll get it any better than that. I think over time that will improve because I can get that straighter. That looks amazing. Look at that baby glisten. Very happy with that. Let's put it in the plane and plane a bit of wood. So this is with no adjustment, just taking it as it is, bearing in mind my handle's a little bit dodgy. Not too much. Got a nice knot in there. That is a fairly even shaving. Probably a little bit too thick. Let's back it out a little bit. There you go. I backed it out slightly thinner. Beautiful. I think I will back it out a little bit more, just to go super thin. There's a nice knot in this wood, which doesn't help. Lovely. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Yes, that took me about half an hour to go from a pretty dire curved blade to something razor sharp. Very, very happy with that. If you want to see the video of me restoring this plane, I'll put a link up there. Have I said that already? I think I have. Alright, I'll put a link down there. You'll find it. Yeah, so first time I've restored one. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Just need to get a screw for that, but I'm going to the car boot sale tomorrow, so bound to find another one. I'll just keep recycling them. Okay. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell your friends, do all of that sort of stuff. And if you think you can guess how much I paid for this plane on Hitchin Market, leave a comment below and I'll give you a shout out. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.